ओके, आवाज येतोय का? आवाज येतोय का? यस, आवाज येतोय का प्लीज? हॅलो, ओके ओके सर, ओके. हो सर. One point is missing, one point is left. This is the point is Geo Polymer Cement. So what is the meaning of that Geo Polymer Cement? It is the advantages or innovative material. I repeat that it is the advanced material of construction, and it is the innovative material. For that, it is having the temperature. It is working in the room temperature. Okay, and the most advantages of geopolymer cement is that though no curing is required for this. I repeat, no curing is required for this type of cement. So this is the most advantage, innovative material which are used in the building construction nowadays. So I repeat, okay. So this is the most advanced material or innovative material which are used. It is having the strength as per the normal cement, and most important that it is not curing is not required for this type of important point. We have to note that. So it is, so I read it. It is the advanced and innovative material for building construction, which can be worked on or which can be mixed at room temperature. It is like a Portland cement. So this is the alternative material for the OPC. So in this, what is the difference in that? There is only difference in that the content alumina silicate. Okay, this is the alumina silicate is a user-friendly material. So this is the addition of that. So according to this innovative material, it is having the additional advantages that. So what are that advantages or property? These are the advantages. It is highly resistant to acid, toxic waste, and salt water. So as it is having the advantages that, or this is the property of that geopolymer cement. The geopolymer cement can be used where the structure come in the contact with the acid. So we are using for the chemical plant, for the sewage treatment plant, we can use this type of cement. So it can be having the advantages over the Portland cement. So I read this property. It is highly resistant to acid, toxic waste, and salt water. What is the meaning of salt water? Salt water is nothing but the sea water. आपण काय म्हणतो ते समुद्राचं पाणी त्याला सॉल्ट वॉटर असं म्हणतो आपण. मग हे व्हॉट इज द ऍडव्हान्टेजेस ऑफ दॅट? इट इज हायली रेजिस्टन्स अगेन्स्ट द टॉक्सिक वेस्ट, and it is highly resistant against the salt water. So this is the big advantages of that. So we are using this type of cement for making the chemical factory, for making the seashore construction. So this is the advantages of geopolymer cement. Next property, it provides high compressive strength and low shrinkage. As we know that the compressive strength of the OPC is also high, but the shrinkage is more. But this is geopolymer cement is having the advantages over that low Portland cement. That is the shrinkage value is very low. And we know that when we mix the water and cement together, the carbon dioxide emulsion is there. So in that case, no emulsion of carbon dioxide from this. So this is having the advantages over OPC. And last but important point, it is no curing is required for this. Okay, as this is no curing is required, so we can say this is eco-friendly material. As this is no carbon dioxide emulsion, so it is eco-friendly material. So these are the various advantages of this polymer cement over the OPC. Okay, so we are using this type of cement for the construction site at seashore construction म्हणजे समुद्र किनारे आपण त्याचे घर बांधू शकतो किंवा इंडस्ट्रियल प्लांट टाकू शकतो आपण किंवा केमिकल प्लांट पण आपण त्याच्या सहाय्याने टाकू शकतो. म्हणजे जर जनरली आपण ओपीसी व्हेन वी यूज ओपीसी सिमेंट और नॉर्मल सिमेंट, this is corrodable due to this is not having the acid resistance or salt resistance. So this type of structure is not durable. So we are using by using this geopolymer cement, the structural life may be increased, and so the durability of the structure is also increases. So this is the advantages of using the geopolymer cement. Okay, so this is one point is missing. So I'm going from the chapter number 1. Okay, what is the chapter number 1? So okay, I am going from the MCQ, which way may be asked for your examination. Okay, but the MCQ may become under this. What is the option is there or blank? You have to fill that point. So what is the all these points which are important, I marked in red color. So we know that this is the important point which may be asked for your MCQ questions. So all the MCQ are covered like this. So if we are having all the chapters note, all the MCQ are with us. Okay, so options are maybe right option is here marked only. Wrong option is not given. I repeat that right option is only given here. Wrong option maybe anyway anything possible. So all these red mark are the options for your MCQ, right options for your MCQ. So I explain it is in what is the building construction, what is the job of civil engineer. So what is the meaning that? So we have to know what are the various important role of civil engineer. What is the first role? It is the layout of plan, site plan approval, planning and design of the building, foundation detail, net estimation cost, planning, supervision, and execution of the supervision site. So all these points are important. So according to the rule of civil engineer for the building construction, so all these points are highlighted by me. So we can easily find the MCQ for your examination. Okay, next transportation. What is the main role of transportation? So I'll highlight that point. Move the goods and people. So this is the main part of that transportation or role of transportation for civil engineering or general civil main role of transportation in the human life. So this is the main. So move the goods and people from place to place. So if we know the move the goods and people from place to place. So this is the to move the goods and people is a important word in that sentence. So what is the meaning of what is the included in highway? So I highlight that point. Highway engineering, railway engineering, airport engineering, and marine port engineering. So all these points are highlighted. Okay. So in this way we can study for the MCQ for chapter number 1. First, what are the roles of what are the various branches of civil environmental engineering? So highlight that. So water supply, sanitary system, environmental system. So this is the highlighted point. So go through this all the notes which are provided or which are shared to the group yesterday. So please check all these points and your UT2 will be on the chapter number 4. I repeat, your UT2 will be on chapter number 4. Okay. So what is the next point? What is the solid waste management? So in the solid waste management, garbage waste word is important. So highlight that garbage waste and disposal system is an important word. So I highlight that point. Next point is irrigation engineering. What is the meaning of irrigation engineering? So design, construction, dam, canal, it is the important word. So I highlight that point. So another word of irrigation important, that is the purpose of crop cultivation. This is the comes under the irrigation engineering. The purpose of crop cultivation is the important word. So I highlight that point. They also perform work with the development of water resources. So this is also important work of irrigation engineering. So I highlight that point. Next is irrigation in the sprinkle system, trickle system, stream dripping. So all we know that we consider that the sprinkle system or drip irrigation or this is all these points are comes under the civil engineering. So all the civil engineer must have the knowledge of sprinkle system or drip irrigation. How we calculate this? We have to go into detail when we study the irrigation engineering or we are okay. So in this way we know that how the importance of civil engineering for irrigation also. Next is construction management. This is overall so I highlight that point because all these points are very important according to for the civil engineering. So I highlight all that point. The civil engineer has the main role for as a construction manager. It can be act as architect, it can be developer, it can be designer of the structure. So all these rules are very important for the civil engineering. So I highlight that point. The main role of the civil is to survey site, specify the scope of the projects. This is also important sentence. So this is highlighted. They also specify the project objective, selecting project partner, pan, outlet by this. So this is also important sentence. They can be developed the effective communication, good relation, and also resolve the dashes or problem. So this is also an important sentence for the or important role of civil engineering in the construction management. So we civil engineer also play a role of man-to-man theory. So man-to-man theory is explained near below. So what is the man-to-man theory? In the man-to-man theory, all these points come. That is the work is come, money is come, time is come. So all these points are which have to know the civil engineer very well. If these points are covered, or we know that point, civil it will help to develop the your career in civil engineering field. What are the various branches of civil engineering? So these are the various branches of civil engineering which we have to study. This is first is surveying engineering, next is construction engineering, next is transportation, next is build fluid mechanics, structural engineering there, environmental engineering is there, irrigation engineering is there, town planning, project management, infrastructural development, remote sensing, and construction management. So all are the branches of civil engineering which are classified. So what is the next important point? Where criteria for selection of construction material. So this is the important point we have to consider. So how we criteria for selection of material? We on the basis. Okay. So we have to know the load carrying capacity or prescribed load. It is most important point. How it is important? We have to know what the load is taken by that material. We have to know this. If we know that what is the load carrying capacity of that material, we can use this material. Okay, we are using the concrete in the column because it is carrying the compressive load. We are using the steel for the beam because it can take the flexural load. So these are the various example basis of load carrying capacity or load described. Next is serviceability, also the important point which I have to connect. Okay, aesthetic pleasing. We have to know all the structure which are constructed. This should be having the pleasant look. Okay. So next is economy. All the we know that the economy is the most important criteria for the every structure. If you get the economy, we can say that we can save some money. Okay. So economy is the important point we have to consider. Next is next is environmental friendly material. So this is the also important point we have to consider. What is the meaning of environmental friendly? If I use the material, okay, it is not having the it is not impacted or it is now having the effect on the environment. This type of material we we not use in the for the construction. I repeat, जेव्हा एखादं मटेरियल आपण वापरलं तर त्याचा कुठलाही इन्व्हायरमेंटवर इफेक्ट झाला नाही पाहिजे. जर समजा झाला तर दिस टाइप ऑफ मटेरियल वी कॅनॉट बी यूज फॉर द construction. Okay, so this is the basis Next is types classification of material. This is natural material. Next is artificial material, special type of material, finishing material, and recycled material. All these are the broad classification of material. Okay, so these are the various important points which are discussed or which are having the highlight for your examination. So all these points are highlighted. So please go through these points. Then if you have any doubt, please contact me. I can share all these points. Okay. Next go to your chapter number 6. In chapter number 6, we are discussing rice husk. All these points are we are discussed. So straw is discussed. Okay. Coconut ear and nut is also discussed. Use of coconut tree is also discussed. We are discussing in the previous lecture up to the coconut tree. Okay. So now we are discussing the fly ash. How can the fly ash is generated? The fly ash is generated from the combustion of coal. The we can easily say normally say that the fly ash is generated in the NTPC. Okay, this is the plant which are located near the Hudgi. So we have to know the all the fly ash is generated from NTPC national. Okay, all the plant which are using the coal as a ingredient. So we are getting the fly ash from that. So fly ash is waste material from that. If you use this fly ash in the cement, the property of the material, the property of the cement may be increased. So we are using this fly ash in our construction or for the making of the cement. This is the additive material for the cement. So what are that property? The fly ash has the fly ash possesses a pozzolanic property. Pozzolanic means it has having the bonding property, or it can be inert also. Okay, so this is the main role of that. The fly ash particle are almost totally spherical in shape. We know that all these particles which are in the fly ash, it is having the circular or spherical in nature. So long term fly ash decreases the permeability of the concrete. As it is the size of the particle is small. So all these small particles are gone in the various holes, small holes are there. All the gaps are filled by this fly ash. So due to this fly ash, the permeability of the concrete may be reduced. Okay. Uh, Next is lubricating action. As we know that fly ash having the lubricating, when we touch the fly ash, it is in oily finish. So oily touch म्हणजे oily आपण जसं मला ऑइलला हात लावल्यानंतर आपला हात चिकटतो किंवा दोन्ही फिंगर मध्ये आपण ऑइल घेतल्यावर आपल्याला काय जाणवतं चिकटपणा जातो तसाच टच when we touch the fly ash, it is oily in nature, so it will act as a lubricant for the structure. It will act as a lubricant in the concreting operation. So this is the use. Next is it is used in what are the uses of that fly ash? It is used as a structural film. So we are using as this property is fine. We are getting the advantages of that property. We are using the fly ash in the cement and fly ash in the concrete also. So it is used in a structural film. Next use it is used for sub base and base course in the road also, as it is inert material and it is having the strain, so it can be used in the road construction also. Third, it is used for manufacturing of brick, as it is having the pozzolanic nature. We can use this type fly ash in the for the manufacturing of brick also. Next, it is for fine aggregate. So as it is the size of the fly ash is very small, so we can use it as fine aggregate also. Okay, it is used as a land filling or land. We can use this. It is used for producing lightweight refractory material and epoxy high temperature resistant tile. So it is used for manufacturing of tile also. So what are the objective of that fly ash? The following are the main objective of fly ash. Use fly ash in concrete to achieve more and more benefits. So these are the various benefits which are listed below. So it is first benefit, it improves the workability as the size of this fly ash is very small, so due to this small particle, it will act as a lubricant in it. So the workability of the concrete is increases. What is the definition? If we go for this workability, so we have to know the workability definition. What is the definition of workability? It is easy to work, it is easy to pass, it is easy to mix, it, it is easy to fix, place also. So what is the meaning of workability? It is easy to transport, it is easy to mix, it is easy to place, it is easy to compact. So due to as this all the terms are easy come when we know that the fly ash has having the oily base, so it will act as a lubricant. So when we use the fly ash in the concrete, so due to this fly ash, the work lubricant activity, the lubricant property of that concrete is increased, so it can be work easily. Fly ash reduces the cement content, which reduces the cost. This is the app we use as we are using the fly ash in the cement. If we are using the fly ash in the cement, the cost of cement and cost of fly ash is a very different. It is a very different. The cost may be different. So cost of fly ash is very low as compared to the cement. When we use the fly ash, the total cost of that cement bag will be reduced. So in that way, the cost of the cement will be reduced. It reduces the heat of hydration. As we know that it is inert material when we use this type of inert material in the concrete. So due to this inert material, the rate of hydration is decreases. Okay, it attains the required level of strength. Concrete ages beyond 56. This is the non-advantage. This is having the disadvantages. When we use the flash in the concrete, the strength may be strength getting rate is slow, but we are getting the at 28 the strength at the age of 56 days. So this is the big difference in that. The setting rate for the concrete is very slow when we are using the fly ash. This is not the benefit, this is the disadvantages for that. When we use normal cement, we'll get the cement after strength after 28 days. But when we are using the fly ash in the concrete, we get the strength after the 56 days. So this is the disadvantages for that. Next material is blast furnace slag. The blast furnace slag is obtained from the steel industry. I repeat, the blast furnace slag is obtained from steel industry. So we have to know, as we know that if it is obtained from the steel industry, so it is definitely it is having the strength. I repeat, blast furnace slag is waste. It is the waste material generate from steel industry or metal industry. I repeat, the blast furnace slag is generated from steel industry or metal industry. So as we know that all this steel material or metal material are strong in nature. So waste generated from the blast furnace is having the strength. So this is the more important or most important properties of that blast furnace slag is there. So it possesses cementitious material. It is mildly alkaline. It contains small amount of elemented sulfur. It has high water absorption. So these are the various important properties of that blast furnace slag. It possesses cementitious property. Cementitious means it having the bonding property. It possesses cementitious property means it is having bonding property. It is mildly alkaline. Okay, as we know that all these cement are severely alkaline. So we are know that we are using this blast furnace slag in the cement. It will reduce the effect. It contains small component of elemental sulfur. So if we know that the sulfur is having, so this is the advantages for our cement. It has it has high water absorption. This is the disadvantages for that. So where we are using this type of material, it is used for manufacturing aggregate. It is used for manufacturing of lightweight concrete. It is used for manufacturing cement. It is used for road bases. So all these were having the advantages property or advantages uses for other when we compare with this material to the other, these are the various advantages of blast furnace slag. Next waste is granite and marble waste. We know that granite and marble waste is generated from the flooring industry. So where the marble or granite work is there, we are generating this type of waste. So this is the as the properties of this material are similar to the granite and marble. So we know that as the strength of the marble is good, so strength of this material will be good. The moisture resistance, we know that all the this flooring material are moisture resistance. Okay, so this is the advantages. High density, we know that the density of this all the material are very high, and as we earlier said that the silicate or carbon dioxide or these are the various important properties of that all the material which are used for cementatious. So we are used this granite material and marble waste. This can be having the properties of cementatious property. So this is the properties of that marble and granite waste. Where we use this, these are the following are the uses of that waste. It is used as aggregate. It is used in manufacturing brick. It is used for manufacturable stone. It is used for manufacturing of paving blocks. So these are the various advantages of that. Next, we are going for the construction waste. Okay. These are the following types of waste may be generated. These are wooden shuttle material, paper, rubber, metal, wood, cardboard, plastic sheet, brickbats, sawdust. All these type of material is generated where there is structural demolishing is there. I repeat, this all this type of waste material is generated when the if every civil structure is demolishing म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस आपण सिव्हिल स्ट्रक्चर घर बांधतो बांधकाम बांधतो किंवा एखादा कुठलं तर स्ट्रक्चर बांधतो त्यावेळेस this type of waste may be generated. So what are the uses of that construction waste? The waste is generated from the construction should be recycled. Waste from the timber such as sawdust may be used for making lightweight concrete. The pieces of brick hardened can be used for manufacturing brick or we can use it for brickbat cob also. The metal and plastic sheet are should be recycled and sent to the plastic industry or manufacturing of new product. So these are the various uses of that. So okay, next point is sawdust. Use of that sawdust. Sawdust is used for making concrete block. Sawdust is used for making lightweight concrete. Sawdust is used as a fine aggregate in concrete. Is used for manufacturing of lightweight concrete also. So these are the various uses of sawdust. Next is plastic. So we have to know the properties of the plastic. It has low thermal conductivity. It can be molded to any desired shape. It has high tensile and compressive strength. It has high strength to weight ratio. It has high reflective reactive. So these are the various properties of that plastic material. Next, we are going for their uses. It is used for substances of glass. It is used for insulation of electric cable. It is used for manufacturing of electric pole. It is used for manufacturing of drainage line. So all these are the uses of that plastic. Next, polymer. So this is the polymer. Polymer is a chemical compound or mixture compound consisting of repeating structure creating through a process of polymerization. So these are the very properties of that polymer. These are the having the properties of polymer. Polymer changes dramatically with temperature. Polymer are high light in weight. Polymer have good corrosion. Polymer have poor tensile strength. Polymer have low coefficient of friction. Polymer have good mold. So these are the various properties of that polymer. Next, we are going for the uses of polymer. The polymer are used for insulation. Polymer are used for cladding. Polymer are used for glazing. Polymer are used for making polymer. concrete. So these are the various important uses of that polymer. And last waste, this is the rubber waste. So we have to going for the last point in this chapter. So these are the properties: good elastic property, good insulating property, water resistant, excellent sealing resistance, high compressive. So these are the very important property related to civil engineering. So we are using the rubber waste. Rubber waste can be used in cement mortar. It can be used for concreting. It can be used for making rubber tiles. It can be used for manufacturing of tile also. Manufacturing of tire also. So these in this way we are using the waste generated from the various construction industry. Okay. Next we are going for our new point, that is our syllabus. Okay. Okay. So we are discussing all the point which are remaining. In the chapter number 3, where one point is meeting, that is the ferrous and non-ferrous material. The ferrous material are show this PPT also. So one point is missing, that is the left, that is geopolymer cement. It is covered in this chapter. Then we go for the chapter number 6, that is fly ash, blast furnace slag, marble. All these agro rice is also special construction. All these material are discussed. So okay, all these material which are here we are discussed already. So one point is missing, with that is the ferrous and non-ferrous material. So I go for that. So what is the difference between ferrous and non-ferrous material? The ferrous material may be defined as those material which main constitute is iron. So main is iron, we can say that this is the ferrous material. Though cast iron, wrought iron, and these are the example of this ferrous iron, ferrous material. So what are these advantages of that? So these are the advantages of steel. Okay, it is elastic in nature, it is ductile, it is high strength, it is durable. So these are the important properties of ferrous material. I repeat the properties of ferrous material. It is elastic in nature, it is ductile, it is having high strength, it is strong and durable. So these are the basic important properties. Next we are going for the carbon steel. We can say the CI steel is there. So these are the various important properties. So it is light in weight, it is ductile in nature, it is high strength, it is highly electric positive in nature. So these are the various important properties of that. What is the meaning? Next we are go for the non-ferrous material. The non-ferrous material are magnesium and copper. These are the non-ferrous material. So these, what are the properties of that non-ferrous material? It is light in weight, it is ductile in nature, it is high strength, and it is highly electric positive in character. And we all know that the aluminum and copper are used in the electrical industry. Because of this property, it is as it is having the highly electric positive in character. So these are the various important properties of that non-ferrous material. I repeat that in the non-ferrous material, the aluminum and copper are come. So these are the using in the electrical cables or electrical work. Okay, in this way, all the points which are missing, all these points which are missing, all these points are covered. Okay, all the points are missing which are covered in this lecture. If you are having the any query, please contact me. Please ask any question is there. If then I will go for. Okay, in this way I conclude my all this syllabus. Okay, okay, if query is there, please contact me. Okay, thank